To thank Mr. Steve Hayward. I've learned a lot in his class. One of the things I learned most was the power of research. And this essay asked us to write about the most important things to research when making an investment. And I chose company history, company future, market future, and risk. And we chose to invest in a company called Pharmaset, which I came across by accident. It's a company who makes a hepatitis C vaccine, and they were doing drug trials, and they were being very successful. And their company history showed that their stock had tripled in the last year, and their company future showed their drug trials were very successful, and actually more successful than they expected to be. And that I knew that there were 180 million people around the world that had hepatitis C, and I knew that they would be very eager to get a hold of that drug if it was approved. The market future wasn't so simple. The healthcare industry is intertwined with the political sector right now. A lot of controversy, our president's healthcare package. And but I knew that people always need doctors, they'll always need medicine, and no matter what the healthcare industry does in the next 5 or 10 years, it will pull through eventually. The risk, we had some qualms about the stock price, which looked like it had the makings of a bubble. We also had some qualms about the fact that Pharmaset had put all of their money in one basket, basically, and if the drug went bust, the company would go bust. But we also knew that on the other hand, if the drug was successful, they'd probably make billions. And we wanted a piece of that. So we decided to buy 300 shares at $74, and immediately after that, the stock price dropped to about $65. But one day we left school, it was trading about $64. We were ranked 40th out of 42 in the region. And we came back the next day, and it was trading at $137, and we were first in the state. It turned out some company had done the same research that we did and thought it was a worthy investment and offered to buy the company for $11 billion. And that showed us that how important research can be in the real world. And it also showed us that if you don't do research, you don't know what you're doing, you can cause a catastrophe. Just yesterday, JP Morgan posted $2 billion loss because somebody didn't do the proper research. So we learned a lot, and I'd like to thank all of you for sponsoring this game. I'd like to thank Mr. Hayward again. And my only regret is that I didn't buy any of the actual stock.